Welcome everybody. Yes, people. Welcome everybody to a brand new series. Today I will be predicting the Premier League. This is a weekly series, so I'll be predicting the Premier League match days, the Premier League series. Yeah. So obviously this is a new idea I have. Every week I will be predicting each Premier League fixtures, and yeah, let's obviously this season is going to be an exciting season. We have new managers, new clubs transformed. We have Xabi Alonso who is taking helms at Chelsea. Enzo Maresca, we have Alvaro Arbeloa, we have Marco Reus, we have all these we have all these top managers, top players coming into the Premier League. So I'm excited to see how it unfolds. So I brought up the idea of predicting the Premier League season. This is going to be a tough one. I'm going to be predicting each game week of the Premier League. Um, yeah, so I'm very excited to start this new series. I'm very excited to start this new series with all of you guys. Please ensure you like, subscribe, and share. I'm on the road to 100 subscribers. Ensure you like, subscribe, and share. I'm on the road to 100 subscribers. Yeah. So without further ado, let's begin the Premier League. Let's begin predicting the Premier League for the 26-27 season. Game week 1. Yeah, and please ensure to follow me on YouTube. I would really appreciate it. And yeah, this is going to be exciting. I have all the fixtures here with me. I'm ready to predict everything that will unfold. I'm ready to predict everything that will unfold on this Premier League season. Arsenal versus Coventry. Arsenal versus Coventry. I fully expect Arsenal to win the game, but Arsenal are playing at home, so I won't expect this to be. Arsenal are Coventry. I think will give them a good fight. I don't expect Coventry to I don't expect Arsenal. This game should be to be easy for Arsenal. I expect Coventry to put up a fight. I expect Coventry to put up a reasonable amount of fight, and I don't know. I've not seen Coventry play, but I can't make a fault about it too. Whereas Arsenal, they have made good signings this transfer window. They have signed players like Ezri Konsa. They have signed players like Christoph Solis, who got 6 assists in pre-season. They have players like um, Saka, who can return. They have threats on the wing like Madueke. They have Kai Havertz. They have Yokresh, who some Arsenal fans say is a goal machine. They have good quality players they can use to compete for this Premier League. I'm telling you now, Coventry, I don't think will make it easy for them. I don't think Coventry will make it easy for Arsenal to. I don't think this is going to be wiping a beating. I think this game will go with the flow, and I predict Arsenal to win this game. I feel like Arsenal have way too much for newly promoted side in Coventry. They are the reigning champions, and they are expected to defend. Their champions. Apparently, they are the reigning undisputed Premier League champions. I'm basically GW1. They are the undisputed champion. They're the undisputed champion. And I fully expect Arsenal to win this game. If Arsenal doesn't win, it will be with an upset because of Coventry. This is Frank Lampard's first game in charge of Coventry Premier League. You know how those past managerial went with Chelsea and everything. They didn't do very well, but I fully expect Arsenal to be beating Coventry. Now, what would be my prediction? So, I think this game will be tight. Like I said, I think we'll give some tight. Um, I see this game. I see Arsenal winning, but I don't know how much. So I'm going to go with. I'm going to go with 3-1 win for Arsenal. I'm going to go with the 3-1 win for Arsenal. Next game up, we have All City up against Man United. Wait. Obviously, Manchester United, a good team. Manchester United, a good side. They bought in, they bought in capable and able players in Tillmans, Samuel. They bought in good and capable players in. They bought in Tillmans. They bought in Andre Santos. They bought in. They are prepared to bring on Baleba. Manchester United are a good side, even though they are rivals. I think Manchester United are a good team. Manchester United are still a very good side, and they brought in some good additions. But it's not enough. The Glazers are Indians. It's not enough. It's not enough signing. Manchester United are supposed to be making signings that elevate them into the top level. They'll make them stronger. They'll make them, I'm like the transfer window is not over. But we'll see what can happen with Manchester United. Whether they can, whether the players can come in and quickly hit the ground running. Can Manchester United players come in and hit the ground running? As for Hull City, I don't really know much about Hull City. I don't really know much about Hull City. Can all surprising, can all cause an upset? I don't think so. I don't think all can cause an upset because I don't know what Hull City can do. I've never watched them play before. So as for what I have, I'm predicting a win for Manchester United. I'm predicting a 3-0 win for Manchester United. I just think that again, I think Manchester United has too much for City. I just think they have too much. Next game up, we have Everton versus Crystal Palace. Yeah, Everton versus Crystal Palace. Two sides have been in the Premier League for so long. Another new season. Both of them, I trust all the teams will be excited. All the teams will be pumped for this. All the teams will be pumped for this fixture. Everton at home at the Dickinson Stadium. You know what? I think Crystal Palace, they have lost. They lost Guehi, they lost Eze, and they did okay. But now they have lost Oliver Glasner. They have lost Oliver Glasner, who you can see is a very, very good manager. I rate Oliver Glasner, and I don't know why he moved to Nottingham Forest, but I rate Oliver Glasner as a manager, and I think he can do very well at Crystal Palace. I think, I'm sorry, Nottingham Forest. I think he can do. As for Crystal Palace, as for Everton versus Crystal Palace, what I'm seeing Oliver, this is a job. Everton, they still have the likes of Ndiaye, they still have James Garner, they still have Pickford, they still have Tarkowski, they still have Barry, they have all these good players. Whereas Crystal Palace, they have Adam Watson, Kamada is still there, Mateta is still there. It's surprising no big club has picked him up. For Mateta, no huge and big club has come in from, which is shocking. But Crystal Palace has good players. They have very, very good and talented players. So at Everton, obviously they let Grealish go. For the first few months, Grealish came to Everton. I actually thought Grealish played alright. But what I can see at the Dickinson Stadium, what I can see right here, I can see a draw reaching over. And what I can see is a 2-2 draw. I think this game will end 2-2. Everton will score 2 goals. Crystal Palace will score 2 goals. Yeah, at home at the Dickinson Stadium. I'm predicting a 2-2 draw between these two sides. Next game up, we have Ipswich Town taking up Nottingham Forest at home at the Ipswich Town Stadium. I see this game, Ipswich Town versus Nottingham Forest. Ipswich and obviously another new promoted side, another promoted team coming into the Premier League. And Nottingham Forest, they have been here for a while. They have been in the Premier League since. So, Ipswich Town, Gary O'Neill, obviously who is in charge of Nottingham Forest. Who's in charge of Ipswich Town? Gary O'Neill, obviously, who has been the former manager. He has been at Wolverhampton Wanderers before. Gary O'Neill now is taking charge of this Ipswich Town team. These collectives, Ipswich Town. We know what happened last time Ipswich Town in the Premier League. They got relegated. But they did very well. But Ipswich Town did very well last time in the Premier League. Their home stadium was vibrant. They did very well in Ipswich. Against Nottingham Forest, who have a new manager like that last time, and I think Oliver Glasner will do very, very well. I think Oliver Glasner will do very, very well. I think Oliver Glasner will do very well with Nottingham Forest. And as for Ipswich Town, I think this is their first season up, so they need to find time to adjust, understand the Premier League and thrive for it. So I'll predict a 1-0 win for Nottingham Forest. I'm going to predict a 1-0 win for a clean sheet for Nottingham Forest. I predict a 1-0 win for Nottingham Forest. I expect Nottingham Forest to come out of this game. I expect Nottingham Forest to push and go for the win. Well, Ipswich Town. Let's see what they can do. But I don't see a win for Ipswich Town. I see a 1-0 win. I don't see for Nottingham Forest. So I'm going for it. Okay, next game we have Brentford versus Tottenham Hotspur. At home, Brentford is at home. They are playing at the GT Community Stadium for this game. Obviously, Roberto De Zerbi, first Premier League game in the season, like in the full season, in charge of Tottenham Hotspur. This is Roberto De Zerbi's like first real test. They demanded for signings. Obviously, we know that Tottenham Hotspur they got so many players through the door this season. And it makes me think, are they going for a title, or are they going for a Champions League? Are they going for top 10, top 6, or are these signings going to fail? Are these plenty question marks? So they signed Savino, they signed Senesi, they signed Robertson, they signed Van Hecken, they signed Tonali, they signed Fernandez. They are about to sign Mamouche. Like all those players to the ten, I'm forgetting a few other ones. All those players to the door. Spurs are not messing about. This season, Spurs are not messing about. Spurs are not messing about this year. Spurs are not messing about this season. They've gotten really. If they don't do well this season, there could be a lot of the PR online is going to be crazy. After all this money spent, if Tottenham Hotspur don't deliver this season, after getting 17th place back to back, realistically, what would be a good season for Tottenham if they get realistically, what would be a good season for Tottenham if they get if they get top 10, top 8 would be a big step up for all the way from 17th place to getting that top top 8, top 9 thereabouts. That would be very very good season for Spurs, and I think they can do it. I think Tottenham Hotspur and KDB will want to play. And as for Brentford, they still have Igor Thiago up front. They have good players. They have solid players there. Obviously they lost the boy Keith Andrews, by the way. Keith Andrews. I didn't expect Keith Andrews to deliver in his first season the way he could. But can he repeat it? I don't think so. I don't think Keith Andrews can do exactly what he did last season. And so I'm predicting a win for Tottenham. I'm predicting a 2-1 win for Tottenham Hotspur against Brentford. The next game we have Brighton and Hove Albion taking up Aston Villa. Brighton are at home at the Amex Stadium. Brighton obviously up against Aston Villa. Yeah, so I'm just going to be straightforward with this game. I'm just going to be very straightforward with this game. Aston Villa don't really start this season very well. We saw it last season, they didn't really start this season very well. They lost Tillman, who is a big loss for them. Was Tillman the starter? I think they were, yeah. Aston Villa lost Tillman, they lost Lucas Digne to PSG, they lost all these players, and I think they struggled at first. And I think as the season goes on, I think as the season progresses, they will tend to improve. As for Brighton, under Fabian Hessler, will probably collect like a conference league if that 8th spot. I think they will do well. Brighton has always been that team that invests in him, and Hessler is a good coach. Fabian Hessler is a good manager and a good coach. Hessler is a good coach in Finland, and we saw what he did for Brighton last season. We saw what he did for Brighton last season, and yeah, so I'm going to be very straightforward. I think Aston Villa are losing this game. I think they will lose one. Sorry, I think they will lose. I'm Brighton at home, so I think they will lose 1-0. Brighton to win 1-0. I think Brighton will win 1-0. Yeah, Brighton 1-0. Let's see how it goes. Let's see what happens. Next, yeah, let's see. I think Brighton and Liverpool are going to beat Aston Villa. Next game up, we have Manchester City, which is my team, taking on Bournemouth. Yeah, Manchester City versus Bournemouth. The Bournemouth has really made it difficult for us in the past. Bournemouth, I remember we drew. They are always getting the better of us in some areas of the pitch. Let me see. Bournemouth are really a good team. They're really a good team against us, especially if we play them away. That ground, their ground is a very very difficult place to play. That stadium is a very very difficult place to play. But I do expect Manchester City to get the better of Bournemouth. And our playing at home was really difficult. We're another team that is very very good at home. Obviously we lost key players like Pep has gone. We have Pep has gone. We have Bernardo Silva has gone. Rodri has gone. Nathan Ake has gone. All these top leaders in the dressing room. Sabino has gone. We have Reinders has gone. Rodri has gone. All these top players have gone. And I'm intrigued to see, because we're not serious. I'm intrigued to see who Manchester City is bringing in. Who is beginning to replace those players. And here we are linked with Haaland from Brazil. As for Bournemouth, I think Bournemouth will be an 11th side. This is a new manager. This is a new manager in Marco Ross. I've personally not seen him play before. This is another good identity. This is another manager very very good. But I don't know how this game started, but Manchester City should be beating I'm going for 3-1 game. We have the likes of Haaland, we have the likes of Nico Riley, we have the Kogi, we have Rivaldo, we have the Anderson, we have all those top players. I think we're going to get the better win 3-1 at the Etihad Stadium. Next game up, we have Newcastle United versus Liverpool. A fixture that not many not many results for Liverpool today. This is a fixture that Newcastle teams are able to. This fixture always have something about it. We saw obviously they were beating 4-1. I think they were beating 3-1, 4-1 at home last season. But Liverpool are a good team, nonetheless. Liverpool are a good, they're a good side, and I expect Liverpool to be winning this game. Newcastle, obviously, we know their situation. They brought in the new manager in Matthias Desai or Jasso. They brought in Matthias Jasso or Matthias Jassal or Matthias Jassel. They've brought in that new manager. They've sold the likes of Dimitri. They've sold the likes of Tonali. They have sold all these top midfielders have gone. And also, the most important, under the departure of their manager, their ex-manager Eddie Howe, and also parted ways with the club. I don't know where this Newcastle project is heading towards. I really don't know where this. I don't really know where this project is going to. But I predict and Liverpool also. Liverpool has not been excellent. I don't think they have addressed the problem in the transfer. Liverpool still needs to sign a fix. They have not replaced Fabinho. You know that Salah's replacement. We don't know when Bakola is going to get done, but I expect the Bakola is going to get done. And Liverpool, they still have good players here and there. Iguala era has officially started at Liverpool, and I think they're going to win this game 2-0. I think they're going to win this game 2-0. Newcastle United is at home, which can make it tough. But I fully back Liverpool to get the job done, and I predict a 2-0 win for Liverpool. Next game up, we are Fulham versus Chelsea. Yes, the final fixture of the first game week of the Premier League. Fulham, who decide that they have a new coach in Alvaro Arbeloa. They have a new manager. In Alvaro Arbeloa. I'm so excited. They signed Gonzalo Garcia and one other guy from Real Madrid. Whereas Chelsea, Xabi Alonso. Now Xabi Alonso will start his Premier League season with a win. Obviously, we know Xabi Alonso was making sure they should win. They brought in Jordan Henderson. They brought Danny Welbeck. They bought Marco Palestra. They bought Lacroix. They bought Jacob Bayern. They hijacked the Morgan Rogers deal. They signed very, very good and talented players this side. Obviously, I expect under one game a week, we won't expect Chelsea to do very good. Xabi Alonso is the manager that won the German league with Eintracht Frankfurt. And he went unbeaten that season. And for this time, I fully expect Chelsea to get the W here. Chelsea would want to start their opening Premier League campaign. As for Fulham, they lost Marco Silva, who I think did a very, very good job at Fulham. They replaced him with Adeluwa. Let's see how that pans out. I'm not sure. Yeah, and they still have the likes of Alex Wilby. Have they sold Alex Wilson? I don't know yet. They have Calvin Bassey. They basically kept the same squad but added a little tweak. As for Chelsea, they made a very few good signings. They have Xabi Alonso is obviously a new manager coming in and I think they did well this year. So I'm predicting The final game, I'm predicting a 3-0 win. I know Fulham are at home, so I'm predicting a 3-1 win for Chelsea at Craven Cottage. I think Chelsea is their way to this game, and I'm predicting a 3-1 win for Chelsea. Yes, guys, that will be it. That's going to be my Premier League predictions for game week 1. If you want more of this, make sure you like, subscribe. I'm on the road to 100 subscribers. Make sure you guys like, comment, and subscribe. And you share the video as well. And please, I am out. Signing off, and I'll see you guys for my match preview / reaction of the game. Manchester City versus Bournemouth. I'll be doing my match reaction. I'm going to be reacting to that game. So make sure you guys like, subscribe, share, and I'm out.